Thank you for tuning into this edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinnard. Each week we travel the state looking for stories that inspire, people helping others and doing good in our communities. Let's begin with the recent hurricanes to our south. The first of those two hurricanes, Helene, caused devastation in places where hurricanes aren't usually much of a thought. It hit home for one Billings woman who grew up in eastern Tennessee. Now she's trying to help from thousands of miles away.
Being all the way in Montana, I'm sure you've seen families in the southeastern part of the United States recovering from recent hurricanes, and you might feel like there's no way to help. However, there's a local Billings woman collecting donations in our very own backyard. Hundreds of pounds of donations for a community almost 2,000 miles away.
It went from, we're going to ship a few things by FedEx, to we may take a small trailer down and us take it ourselves, to now we have a freight trailer from Old Dominion that's coming to pick everything up next week.
Something that started out as a small donation drive at Granite Health and Fitness turned into truckloads of household donations for hurricane victims across the United States.
It just became this big thing, which started with one bag and then turned into this massive mounds of donations for people that truly, truly need it.
This was all gathering inside Granite over the last week, plus this morning. It all got moved to Casey Jo Jones's house until she and her husband can ship it out on Tuesday. It's not only out of compassion, but also because these hurricanes hit a little too close to home.
East Tennessee was home to both of us for, 30 plus years.
Jones and her husband are from Appalachian, Tennessee, a portion of the United States that has been significantly impacted by Hurricane Helene. After seeing the damage to her home state, she knew she had to help.
We haven't forgot about y'all down south, I promise. And I know that you all will never forget about the things that are being sent down to you.
When Granite caught wind of Jones's efforts, they jumped on board, and members quickly followed suit.
I think just even if you brought in one donation, one box of crackers, whatever it may be, it's just playing a huge role in just the bigger picture.
A bigger picture, which Jones is hoping will help Southern families one donation at a time.
Coming from, someone that isn't from this area, we've only been here a couple of years, and we know a small portion of the people within this community, and they have shown up and they've shown out.
Thinking about the recovering families in Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.
Although it's more than 2,000 miles away, a Bozeman man wanted to help out with hurricane relief. Now, custom-built beds in Montana will be crossing the distance during a time in need.
This is one of the beds that is going to be shipped to North Carolina to help the families who have been affected by the storm. Hurricane Helene has devastated large areas of the southeast. Families have been displaced and evacuated in the aftermath of Helene and in preparation for Hurricane Milton. Jason Clary, the CEO of Icon Bunks in Bozeman, has been building beds in the Gallatin Valley for more than 20 years. Now, he wants to give back to those affected by Helene in North Carolina.
When we're in situations like this, it's not if, it's how. How do we help? How do we overcome this and come together to help your neighbor.
And he's ready to ship 50 beds 2,000 miles to the southeast.
Perfected that kind of design that we can take one sheet of plywood, create a bed frame, and I reached out to Beds for Kids out of North Carolina, and they were more than happy to partner with us. So they're going to be our boots on the ground once we get that product to them.
I've reached out to Beds for Kids in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they sent me this statement. We are a furniture bank fueled by the generosity of the community, and we could not exist without donors like Jason.
There it is.
Clary wanted to keep the design simple enough that anyone could put the bed together.
This is about neighbors coming together to help neighbors. And even though they're 2,000 miles away, they're still neighbors. It's truly what the United States is, It's a small town with extremely long streets.
Clary and his team are calling this the Sparrow Project. Each bed edged with a sparrow on the headboard.
I'm kind of a wildlife guy, and the sparrow has always been kind of a symbol of youth and of life.
Also, Intermountain Wood Products of Belgrade donated some of the material. For Clary,
For us as a company to give back, we want to let our actions speak for itself. But we're hoping that what we're doing in North Carolina can continue to get more traction, and then we can take these bed frames and begin to get a shipment down to Florida as well, because it's going to be the same need.
in Bozeman, Megan Elaine, MTN News.
Everyone believes they have the best friends, but one local woman is even more thankful for hers. In fact, she credits them with helping save her life while they were facing their own serious health battles.
50 breast cancer survivors will be honored at the Nile Rodeo's Pink Night Friday. One of those women is 40-year-old Kristen Arnold, who says she would have never gotten a mammogram so young if it weren't for a couple of very special survivors. For Kristen Arnold, Annie Austin, and Becca O'Shea,
I have the most amazing friends.
there's nothing quite like the power of friendship,
We've found ways to laugh through this.
especially when the unexpected happens.
It just is very, very surreal.
Like a breast cancer diagnosis.
It started with Becca, just watching her go through chemo and losing her hair, and then surgery.
The trio would experience deja vu just a couple of months later.
And then Annie got diagnosed in January of 23.
It was because of her two friends that Kristen decided to get a mammogram.
Without them going through this, I would not have maybe got in right away at 40.
Kristen was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in April of 2024.
I did 16 rounds of chemo first to shrink the size of the tumor because it was big. And then I had a double mastectomy in November. And then I had 25 rounds of radiation.
An experience she got through not only with the help of her family, but her friends.
We handled it all very different. And then we came together and we had those conversations that, were hard, and we cried and we laughed and we got angry.
Something they'll celebrate Friday at the Nile Rodeo's Pink Night now that they're all done with treatment.
We always have a special seating area for our survivors, and it's a fun night. It's to celebrate survivorship.
A fundraiser that will go towards St. Vincent Healthcare's EVA project.
The purpose of it is to help women that are uninsured or no insurance to get mammograms every year, starting at 40.
Giving women like Kristen and her friends the chance to continue living their lives to the fullest.
If it inspires one person to keep fighting when it's tough, then I feel like I've done my job.
In Billings, Alina Howder, MTN News.
Cheerful Heart Incorporated is a nonprofit organization that provides free, non-medical services for Lake County residents dealing with cancer. This includes transportation to and from doctor's appointments, grocery delivery, pet care, and so much more. Now this selfless organization is seeking additional volunteers to help those in need.
Each Tuesday morning, volunteers with Cheerful Heart Incorporated visit the oncology clinic at Providence St. Joseph Medical Center in Polson, providing free soup and support for cancer patients and their families.
Some of those patients are just coming in for blood work, checking, but the majority of them are people who are getting chemo.
Cheerful Heart volunteer coordinator Barbara Morin has been volunteering with the nonprofit for 16 years.
I am a cancer survivor, a 2-time cancer survivor. And so I have a real affection for these people and for what they're going through.
Morin and her team at Cheerful Heart try to simplify the day-to-day activities for cancer patients so they can focus on their treatment. They run errands for patients and often keep them company during appointments and provide free transportation to and from the hospital.
And particularly for people who might be getting radiation either in Kalispell or Missoula, that's 5 days a week. And so if they can't get help through the hospital, then we need to set up rides for a week.
Currently, Cheerful Heart has less than 10 volunteers. Morin says ideally that number would be more than doubled.
Right now, I've got 3 who are injured. They've either fallen or done something. And so now I have even fewer volunteers.
Morin says volunteer roles can vary depending on age and skill set.
Some don't do this soup serving at the clinic, but they'll drive someone. So there's certain things some people will do and other things they won't do.
Polson resident Pam McCrum has been spending time at the hospital as her husband goes through cancer treatments. She's thankful for the ongoing support from Cheerful Heart.
Being a positive force in welcoming us, making us feel served and making us feel loved. And it's a wonderful thing to have volunteers. I sure hope that somebody comes out and volunteers in our community.
Those who would like to volunteer for Cheerful Heart can find more information at cheerfulheart.org. In Polson, Sean Wells, MTN News.
Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, a mission to empower people of all abilities through inclusive outdoor activities. Dream Adaptive Recreation now looking to expand. Details after the break. Welcome back to Positively Montana. Dream Adaptive Recreation is a staple for people with all different disabilities in the Flathead to get outside and recreate. It's their mission to foster independence, confidence, and community. As the organization continues to serve more athletes, they're now looking to expand.
Dream Adaptive Recreation has been providing people with disabilities recreation opportunities in the Flathead for almost 40 years, and they have some big plans in the works.
And over the years, there's been a lot of amazing supports, but we are bursting at the seams. Our facilities aren't overly accessible, so we're really looking forward to providing inclusive, accessible, barrier-free spaces.
That plan includes a new building at Whitefish Mountain Resort. While still in the early stages, Dream says it's necessary for the growing organization and will serve as an all-season headquarters.
And the growth that I've seen in the commitment from our team of staff and volunteers and participants and donors has just really motivated us to dream big and really make this dream come to fruition.
The project initiated with a land donation by Whitefish Mountain Resort. After that, the Lasar family made the lead donation that kickstarted the project. Because of that, the future headquarters will be named the Lasar Family Mountain Center for Dream Adaptive Recreation.
Dream has been such an integral part of the mountain and the community for decades, and they do really important work making snow sports more accessible and inclusive for everyone up here. And we found an opportunity to give them a more permanent year-round home, and anything we're able to do to help with that, we are happy to do it.
Dream is currently operating out of a shack near the base lodge with limited parking and resources. The new building will be by Chair 9 with access to easy runs and an accessible private location for athletes, volunteers, and employees to enjoy.
Having Whitefish Mountain Resort in our community is definitely a cornerstone of not only Dream but the community, so making it accessible to folks with disabilities, military veterans, to everyone and their families is so important so that people can feel like they're part of the community, can be part of the community, and really receive all the benefits that outdoor recreation provides.
Dream is currently seeking lead donations for this project and will hold a capital campaign for the community to donate soon. Dependent on fundraising, they hope to break ground in the summer of 2025 during their 40th anniversary. In Whitefish, Kiana Wilson, MTN News.
It's no secret that therapy isn't cheap, but one Billings counselor is offering a solution through her practice by offering free therapy.
As a mother, artist, and teacher,
it's just a new thing every 5 days.
Angel Shandy has a lot to juggle.
Different situations arise out of being an adult and being a parent and having a full-time job.
Add in the stressors from society,
in politics, in the wars, in LGBTQ rights,
and a diagnosis of depression and anxiety, and it can be overwhelming.
There's a lot of practice of these are things that I can control and these are things that I can't control.
It's a technique she learned 5 months ago when she started seeing licensed medical counselor Allison James.
It's been definitely helped so much to be able to navigate everything.
A service Beautiful Directions Counseling is providing Angel for free.
I have a responsibility to give back what was given to me. I am very grateful. I'm grateful for the therapists that I've had.
With 8 therapists and 3 graduate interns, Allison is armed and ready to give back to the community.
The interns only see people for free. They're supervised by the clinician that has over 40 years of experience. So he is part of that process.
One of those interns is David Eichler.
I'm studying clinical social work and counseling.
It's a new career for someone who has firsthand experience in the field of mental health after he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder 2 decades ago.
I spent a long time in my life facilitating other people's dreams, other people's balance sheets, and this is sitting in a room with a human being, and none of the rest doesn't matter.
A practice that's ready to wrap its arms around the community.
We will see people for free because we care more about people being okay than we care about the money.
There's people that are willing to help our community in that way.
In Billings, Alina Howder, MTN News.
I'm out here in Havre with Sarah from Farmer Meets Foodie, who recently won quite a prestigious award from the state of Montana.
Yeah, I actually was surprised when we found out. I did not know that it was a competition to start. It was, I was just going about my normal day-to-day business, and I got a letter in the mail from the Secretary of State, and they were saying, congratulations on your award that you won. You're the best farm-to-table company in Montana. And I was like, wow, we are!
What started out as a food truck in Havre has grown into a catering business as trusted across the state.
Farmer Meets Foodie definitely kind of, gives away where we're sourcing, right? We love to go straight to the farms when we can.
She uses primarily local and organic ingredients when possible.
We didn't write a menu and then say, can we find a couple local ingredients to stick in this menu? We actually made a list of all the local ingredients we had access to and wrote a menu based on that. And it's because of this concept called terroir. Ingredients that are grown together in the same region naturally taste really well together. So today I want to show you guys some beef bourguignon. It's got beef that we raised right here on the ranch. It's a chuck roast, and we cube that up and give it a nice sear, and then we braise it overnight with red wine and tomatoes and resinous herbs. And it's just like the most hearty, yummy comfort food, but it still feels fancy and special too. I like to ride the line between comfort food and a meal that feels very fancy and elegant. I don't want it to feel so pretentious that people look at that on their plate and they think, what is this? I don't even know how to eat this or what this is. I want it to be, familiar enough, but I still want it to feel special. But it was really cool to get that letter and just kind of get that really affirmation that people are noticing that we're really making an effort to source as many local things as we can.
So this is the finished product, your beef bourguignon. Yeah. Do you mind if I give it a try?
Please do.
Let's see. Oh, that's phenomenal.
So glad you like it.
Thank you. In Havre, I'm James Rowland, MTN News.
Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, showing a little personality and having some fun. Why one woman decided to paint her house bright green when we come back. Welcome back to Positively Montana. We're highlighting a house, but it's not your typical house. This home is quite the attention grabber with its bright green color. In fact, it's so unique, the paint had to be specially ordered. But there's a very special meaning behind this green shade as the owner looks to leave a lasting legacy.
Rimrock Road is filled with typical looking neighborhoods, but one Billings woman decided to add a little bit of brightness to hers.
It's a sight you can't miss.
The bright lime green house.
And it's 86-year-old Donna Butler's dream come true.
Makes me feel good. It just makes me feel good. It brightens me up if I'm a little tired out.
This bright idea started out of necessity. Butler needed to fix her siding after it was damaged in a hailstorm.
I had all kinds of color samples out here in the patio, and she said, that's too bright. Just do it a lighter color. And I said, well, but this is what I like. This is what I want.
But it was quite the team effort.
It's a one-of-one color, so you can't even buy that color in the store, which is pretty cool.
Cade Ryan owns Impress Paint and took on the task of making Butler's vibrant vision come to life.
We spent like 3-4 hours there at the paint center, just match, a little more tint, and then I brought it back to her, and she got kind of choked up and was like, no way, like we can really do it.
Living in the home for 50 years, the color before was a bit lifeless.
It was green, but so light that it was almost white.
Now, the color matches Butler's beautiful spark for life.
I'll open my trailer sometimes and I'll see little speckles of that green everywhere, and it just reminds me of Donna every time. And so it was just a pleasure.
3 decades ago, Butler was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it spread to her lymph nodes.
31 years ago, they told me I wasn't going to make it.
She not only made it, but is still thriving.
I've had a fun life so far, and I'm glad for every day I still have. So as long as I know who I am and where I am most of the time, I'm content.
Now, living every day to the fullest.
I've always liked that color. Knowing of how old I am, I probably will never be able to pick another color. I'm not going to live long enough for that, I don't hardly think. But
and making decisions to bring her joy. In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
The 20th annual Harvest Festival in downtown Billings has come and gone. For the last 4 years, the Magic City Witch Dancers have been adding some color to the fall festivities. And the coven says it's okay to be a little different.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked comes this way.
She has one and she pokes my eye out with hers all the time, so I try to pull her hair.
My very best friend is the man in the moon.
We ask everyone to come up with your witch character, come up with who your persona is for whatever event.
Okay, so not wicked, rather something silly comes this way.
This started because my sister's crazy.
It takes a certain soul to be able to put on a costume and get out there in front of a crowd and dance and perform.
3.
The Magic City Witch Dancers is an on-the-street theatrical production that's bonded founding sisters Tanya and Larissa McFeeters.
Actually, this group has made my sister and I even closer than what we were before. It's given us a whole nother look on our relationship and life.
A supportive coven founded just 4 years ago for their 13 members to be whoever they want.
We have brought these ladies into our group. We have made some amazing friends. It's fun to know that there's crazy people out there as we are.
Ladies like Cindy Walters.
For my personality, I can bring that personality out and I don't have to worry about getting burned at the stake.
She says playing these characters in public has taught her how to feel a little more free.
It's okay to like the unexpected and the unusual.
Marcus Kakova, MTN News.
We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinard, and we'll see you right back here next week.